Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to start a lecture series on database management system. For our convenience, I have segregated the series into several sections. Okay, today I will introduce you to the topic of database management system. What is data? Data is a collection of facts in the form of words, numbers, or even pictures. So data is one of the most critical assets of any business. It is used and collected practically everywhere. For example, your bank stores data about you, like your name, address, phone number, account number, etc. Also, your credit card company and your PayPal accounts also store data about you. Data is important, so it needs to be secure and needs to be stored and accessed quickly. Database. What is a database? Database is a repository of data, or it is an organized collection of structured information. Okay, they support electronic storage and manipulation of data. Let us discuss an database example. First one, electricity service. Your electricity service provider uses a database to manage billing, client related issue, handle fault data, etc. Okay, also consider Facebook. It needs to be stored, manipulate, and present data related to members, their friends, member activities, advertisements, and a lot more. Okay, so it provides the functionality for adding, modifying, and querying that data. There are different kinds of database of different requirements. They are relational database, distributed database, cloud database, NoSQL database. The data can be stored in various forms. A relational database. As I already mentioned, data can be stored in various forms. When data is stored in tabular form and there exists a predefined relationship between them, that's a relational database. A relational database is a collection of data items with predefined relationship between them. These items are organized as a set of tables with columns and rows. Here is an example for relational database. Here is a student database which consists of three tables. First one students, then second one student courses, then last table courses. Okay, let's look at students table. Here columns are called attributes and rows are called records. Column data types specify the type of data that can be stored. In this table, students table, here attributes are student ID, first name and last name. Here each student has been assigned by a unique student ID. Then in the next table, table name student courses which hold information about student ID and course ID. Okay, here first column SID, student ID, which refers the first table, first column student ID. Okay, similarly last table name courses. Here the first column CID means course ID, back refers from the student courses course ID, which means all data are related. Okay, a table is a collection of related things like a list of students, employees, or a list of books, authors, etc. In a relational database, you can form relationship between tables. Database applications. If we sneak peek into database applications, the first thing that might come to your mind may be banking. In banking database, which hold information on transaction, loan applications, and information about currency exchange. Similarly, in airline database, which keeps information on reservation, flight schedules, etc. Then moving on to other applications like universities, sales, online retailers, manufacturing, and human resources. A very similar protocols are followed. Database Management System, DBMS. It is a collection of programs that enable the user to create and maintain a database. We store data in such a way that it becomes easier to retrieve, manipulate, and produce information. This is general purpose software that provides the users with the process of defining, constructing, and manipulating the database for various applications. Defining. Defining means specifying the data types, structures, and constraints of the data to be stored in database. The database definition or descriptive information is also stored by DBMS in the form of database catalog or dictionary. It is called metadata. So let's go through an example. Here is an employee table which hold employee records. In this table there are 4 attributes of which employee ID has been assigned for each employee. Okay. And this ID is the unique key or primary key which play a critical role in identifying and modifying data. So in defining, I already mentioned that specifying the data type. When employee ID is defined as integer, then the values can only be integers. Okay. Similarly, the attributes first name and last name are defined as string, then the values can only be string. Okay. Then the term constraints. There should not be any null value in the key attributes. This is called constraints. Constructing. Constructing is nothing but storing the data records on database that is controlled by the DBMS. Manipulating. A database includes functions such as querying the database forward to retrieve specific data, updating the database to reflect changes in the mini-world, and generating reports from the data. Sharing allows multiple users and programs to access the database simultaneously. Then moving on to next topic, Relational Database Management System, RDBMS. It is a set of software tools that controls the data such as access, organization, and storage. RDBMS serve as the backbone of applications in many industries including banking, transportation, health, and so on. Here is some examples: MySQL, Oracle Database, DB2 Warehouse, and DB2 on Cloud. Database System Environment. Here, users or programmers who write application programs or queries. These programs or queries are processed by DBMS software. Based on the process query, DBMS software accesses stored data in the database as well as metadata. And yes, here are some advantages of DBMS. Data independence, efficient data access, data integrity and security, data administration, concurrent access and crash recovery, reduced application development time. Yes, that's all for this part of the lecture. I will see you soon with the next section. If you like my videos, give a thumbs up and share with your friends. It means a lot for me. Thanks for watching.